Alright, welcome back everybody. We're going to do a quick video on a problem that does happen in the gardens, and if you get them in your greenhouse, it's absolutely devastating. And so I want to bring this to your attention if you're a tomato grower. Does it affect other plants? It might, but in general, I only know these to be affecting so far my tomato plants. If you see these particular insects, you need to be extremely proactive about it, and you really got to jump on it. So let me turn you around and I'll show you what we're talking about. Hopefully we got a good example of one that's actually alive and I can kind of show it to you there. But I want to show you what you need to look for. And if you start seeing this kind of damage, you need to start being aggressive about it and really start removing it. And I'll show you what to do if you do see them. So one of the things you're looking at here are some tomato plants I got in the inside of my greenhouse. Now, the particular problem we're looking for is something like this. Alright, once you start seeing this kind of damage on your tomato plants, that's not blight. This particular problem right here, what you're looking at right here, this is something you're going to see that's caused by a specific type of insect. And it's called the pinworm. I believe it's called the Keiferia lycopersicella or something like that. It's a species name. But these is basically a moth, and what it does is it lays a worm on the leaf, and then the worm goes into the leaf and it coils the leaf up into like a blanket like this. And then as it's coiled into that blanket, it's literally eating the leaf out. Now, this is just one leaf, and this one's probably gone. You can tell it's already gone because the leaf's already healed over. However, I've seen damage from this particular type of insect so bad that it'll literally destroy the entire plants. And these insects also will invade the fruit. Now, the nasty thing about these things is they'll actually eat a hole into the fruit of your tomato. And they don't do that at first, but they can. If you have a really bad infestation, they can. But in the beginning, when you first start noticing this type of leaf damage, normally, and whenever you see it like that, normally I just pick the whole leaf off, and then I look for the little guy. He's usually in there, and he's wrapped up. This one's not here. So he's already probably turned into a moth, and he's invading another plant or whatever. However, that's what you need to start looking for. But what you'll also notice is that they start poking holes into the fruits of your tomatoes. Now that's when they really start to infestate and they're really getting bad. You'll start seeing your fruits getting like these little holes in it. And they live and they burrow inside that fruit. And the bad thing about that is if you don't know it, you can potentially be eating pinworms. They're called like a pinworm, but they're not like the human pinworms that you get in your digestive tract, or animals get pinworms. It's not that kind of worm. That's more of a like if you get pinworm from walking barefoot in your yard, that's more of a protozoa or something. It's not exactly a worm. These are actually it's a moth. It's a larvae from a moth. It's not the same thing. So just want to make sure you understand there's a difference between this, what they call pinworm, and pinworms you would get if you walk barefoot on your lawn, or you get from a dog or a pet. You can get pinworms. So anyway, that's the damage you need to look for. And if you see that, the first thing you need to do is pick that leaf off, get it into an area, get your glasses on, and examine it and see if you can see the live larvae in there and identify the type. There's about 3 or 4 different kinds that I know of. There's a white version, a brown version, a black version. I think there's like a maroon or red version like that. They're all devastating. They're basically a little brown moth. If you see moths flying around in your greenhouse, get yourself some of that fly tape and start hanging fly tape in here so they land on it. You got to be very diligent when you see this problem, because these things will literally wipe out a tomato crop within like literally a week or two if you don't keep a handle on it right away. So every time I see damage, I literally start picking the leaves off. This looks like it might potentially be damaged from that. Let me see, there should be some more leaves back here. Again, you want to keep looking for. Here's something here. Let's see. Now, I just pick off the one leaf that has it. Now, let's see. That little guy might be in there. There he is, guys. You're lucky. Okay, so you pull that leaf back, and then you reveal a little creature there. I'm going to turn him around, and we're going to get him out of that skin. Okay, this guy right here. That right there is a black pinworm. Now, again, there's black, there's brown, and there's like a white or a cream kind, and there may even be another one. And that is the little guy who's going to absolutely destroy all your tomatoes. If you see this thing, immediately you have to act and become proactive. The way I deal with these is, as you just seen, as soon as I see that leaf, I pick the whole piece of leaf off. I keep a little bucket or something where I can just pick the leaf. You don't want to disturb it because he'll jump out of that leaf. You want to just break that leaf off, drop him into a thing, and then eventually just put, you just burn it, or put, like, you just drown him, even anything. Just don't put him anywhere near the garden or anything. Get these things out of here. And that's what he looks like. Get you up real close. Okay, that's a pinworm right there. I'm actually going to take a picture of that. And again, this is the damage you're going to see from these guys. Okay, that's a kind of damage. It's not blight. It kind of mimics blight, but you can see that white, when they do that, they literally suck the chlorophyll out of it, and you kind of you could see that the leaf kind of curls up like that. That is a pinworm, guys. And again, if you see these, you immediately have to act very, very quickly. I'm trying to give you a real good close-up of this thing. Very hard to do with this camera. It doesn't want to give you a really good... But that's it right there, okay? And so let me see if there's any more. I'm going to take a picture of that and try to make a thumbnail out of it. Don't want to forget him. But yeah, you got to look for them. They like to go into dense tomato foliage. That's really what they like to go into. So the denser you grow your tomatoes, the worse the problem can be, because that's how they protect themselves. It looks like maybe another one over here. I'll just break that whole leaf off. Again, you can see the curling of the leaf. Sometimes you'll see webbing inside of there. You could just take that and throw it. Right now, because I'm doing video, I'm just going to throw it on the floor and then smush it around my feet. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend doing that. You want to get them out of here. It's just I'm shooting video and I need to get these off of here, and I need to show you what they look like. There's more. Here's another one. Again, when you're looking for these things, you're not just looking for that white damage. You want to get them while they're alive. You see how it's already being damaged? He's sucking that chlorophyll out, but you're looking for that leaf to be closed like this. You ever see how a spider curls up inside of a leaf? Well, that's okay. They're just curling up inside a leaf. But if I open this thing up, there he is. That's your tomato leafworm right there. That's a black version of it. So yeah, I got to go through here, and I'm going to be checking. There looks like there's some more leaves in there. But yeah, if you see these pinworms in there, guys, you got to act very, very quickly. Again, this really only affects tomato growers. So if you're growing peppers, you probably won't have a problem. But I'm going to be honest with you. I have seen these things affect other plants. And I would definitely be very, very cautious. Just keep your eyes out for them. If you see a problem with them, definitely be proactive. Deal with it right away and get rid of them. So anyway, guys, just wanted to bring that to your attention. You got tomato pinworms. Deal with them. If you got them, get rid of them. And just keep your eyes open, all right? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.